Hey guys, welcome to our new job site. To get you caught up, all we've done really is tore down some posts and we took up some decking on this lower deck so we could access footing locations. We've poured concrete and set our post bases in the concrete. We did it on Thursday, it's Monday now, so the concrete's had some time to cure. It's ready for some posts. So right now I'm justifying elevation on the outside of the house. And then from there, we're just gonna start framing this bad boy up. So today, mostly what we're gonna do is we gotta get our truck unloaded. It's a really steep decline getting to the site. So we're not putting any pitch on the truck because all the lumber would just slide right off. Then we're gonna set some posts, put them to elevation. Once we get our posts cut and set to elevation, then we'll start hoisting beams up in place. And once the beams are in place, then we'll start hanging our joists. But I don't think we'll get much further than that today. There he goes. This ledger is sticking out a little bit past the wall, so I'm going to sand it out. Looks like whoever did this, they just put the factory end up there and called it good and started framing away. But if we don't pull this back a little bit, when we put our rim up here, then it'll kind of come out and it'll push this end out and nothing will be square and I'll be unhappy. So, all right, need a couple staples in that. And then I can chalk our line for our first ledger. Yeah, so the property has a really steep driveway, and you know our tool trailer is pretty full of tools, so it has a lot of weight to it. And we just had this new set of axles and brakes put on it, which is great. But it's really sketchy getting down here. And so the tool trailer with the brakes was pretty good. It was pretty helpful. But when we went to back down with a full pallet of concrete on the truck, I didn't have the additional braking power with all the weight in the back of the truck. It was skidding down the hill, so I was using my emergency brake as an auxiliary brake to kind of stop the truck. And I was only moving 4 to 6 inches at a time, slowly, but it was more like a controlled skid to get the truck into place so we could pour concrete. So, like, we just brought all the supplies in this morning. It's just a creepy, like, super slow, backing down the hill. Don't go too fast or you might end up in the garage.
Alright, so this is the middle guy.
I'm laying out for our center glulam beam.
Okay, remove that.
So we're putting a bracket on the wall and then we're going to hang the beam on the bracket. And what I'm doing, I'm just doing the layout to figure out where that bracket goes. And that's what I'm doing.
Laser. Beam lifter.
Need a hand fill? Nope. You ready?
Yep.
Perfect. Whew. Get you all fired up. Need to figure out the OD of this outside diameter, 5 3/4. We gotta do the post before the beam. But I'm trying to justify elevation right now. So I'm getting ready to put this beam hanger in because we're gonna hang that beam from it.
Beautiful day.
almost getting too hot for coffee. Better enjoy it while I can.
All right, this is our manual lift, and what it does, it's hand cranking. So this is designed for using in the HVAC world, but we use it to manually crank up beams. So when we have really heavy beams, and it's safer to use this than it is for us to shoulder it up a ladder. So we'll just crank this up and it'll just raise the beam up, and then we can move it into place and drop it on top of the posts. All right, so right now I'm cutting the deck back because there's an elevation issue that we're gonna deal with a little bit later, but our footing is further back from the corner of the house. So I gotta bring the deck back further so that I can bring our beam in at the proper elevation. And I'm using this to cut the beam, the smaller beam.
Oh, go ahead, do your thing.
Man, my skull cap got sawdust on it. Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna, thank you. This is a part of the Stabila laser that helps you find the laser, because in bright situations like outdoors, these lasers are easy to find inside. They're difficult to find outside. So this thing catches the laser beam and lets you know when you're in exactly plumb with the laser. So this is kind of invaluable. I could barely see the laser dot. I found it. But this thing really helps find the line and makes it a little more accurate for us.
So that thing works with this?
Yes.
This thing right here?
Yes, yes it does.
Whoa, the gun show. There's no gun violence on YouTube.
There's no violence here. Just smiles.
All right, so this is your friend when you're building decks. It's called a string, and we use it like a string line. And this deck has 2 1/4 inches of pitch in 18 feet, 1/8 of an inch per foot, because we're running a special spline in between the groove boards on this decking, and it's gonna drain this way. So what I have to do, because we have a jog in the deck, I have to put a string line from the house to the post, and then come back 4 feet to do a measurement so I can have the same drainage line on the far side of the deck as I do on the outside. Does that make sense? Probably not. Just follow along and you'll see. String.
That's good. Is that too far your way?
I don't know.
This is called our Super Genie lift. This is what we use to put heavy beams in the air. Manual crank, and you know, our power is this guy right here. Oh no, something's wrong.
Yeah, there's something wrong with that.
I know what's wrong, just kick that right there. I'll hold the beam.
Kick what?
The thing that's stopping you from going any higher. Or this is gonna want to spring up or go down?
No, I'm not gonna be able.
Can you safely go down? Go down a little bit.
What's the problem?
The bar is caught on the bolt. Just go down a little bit so we can
go down without
Bars caught on the bolt.
without just taking my hand off.
the stopper, you know, that keeps it from sliding up and down.
Andy, get away from that.
You didn't take it off?
Okay.
Just get away from that, just in case it.
Okay.
Well, like away from it,
Hold on.
if this thing breaks.
It should lower down without going anywhere.
Yeah, it should, but it's so. That's what I was saying. It's so tight.
It's because this.
Yeah, but don't
Yes,
take
we
it
know
'cause
that now.
It's got a
That's-
bunch of tension on it.
We'll
That's
take,
a lot.
take
I
it
can,
down.
I can take this down.
We'll try to. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. I never.
Now I got the tension off.
I think we have the tension off.
You shouldn't stand so close to the beam.
Okay, stop. Okay, we'll leave it like that for now. Yeah, something ain't
See,
right.
that's the way I had it, but that's not right.
No, it's supposed to go up here.
Okay.
This is spring loaded.
hold on.
It's old. It's old. So
So we need to pull that out, right?
no,
Yeah, but
just
we'll wait
just
until we're done.
let's get the beam up safely first, and then we'll worry about the lift.
Okay. But this, so it could go now.
You're safe. It's
Okay.
not. See, this was dragging this, so it wasn't going
Yeah,
up any
that's
higher.
something, yeah,
it was
so-
digging into the metal.
Oh, it's tight.
Okay, go up.
I'm down.
Okay, me too. Still, drop it just a quarter, half inch, whatever. Okay. How far do you need to go, Andy?
Maybe an 8.
An 8?
I got it real close.
Oh.
Perfect. That's fine.
Oh.
That just almost did it. There you go.
There you go.
These.
Those are kind of long.
Yeah.
It's
They'd be
gonna
an
crack the
inch
posts
short.
and stuff.
Okay, I didn't know if it would.
How long are those other ones?
These are 2.5s, I believe.
I think those will be fine.
Yeah.
And they fit.
They fit, yeah.
Those are designed for those. So
I mean, I have to, but yeah, they're beautiful.
let's use those. Let's use
That's
those.
probably the right
It is.
screw for
It
this
is the right
bracket.
screw for the product.
All brackets tell you what the corresponding fastener that you're supposed to use
Hey,
is.
you're not putting that in there.
Don't put that.
Half of my day is basically just solving problems. So I want to jack this up, and then I want you to put, even though this bracket is gonna,
A little too wide.
it's too wide, but that's okay, because you can just get two, look, come here. Pull it over so it looks nice here. Who cares about this? You get still get two. And you could put some of those fat screws in if you wanted to. Up in, no, the long ones. Yeah.
But
Then,
not this.
right, once this is up and in place and we got this in, then we could run like 1/8 through here into here.
Okay.
And then we have to figure something out for up there. Never had to do this. But I bought it kind of used like this, so.
Does kind of seem like something squeezing on it though. or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Watch out, Andy. That comes up.
It might have tweaked something. I don't know. You're almost there. That's good.
How many people does it take to?
4. Can you give us a hand?
One to film it.
No.
3 to.
I'm here to document.
There you go.
Lazy.
Not me.
Where's your phone at so I don't?
Oh, it fell. Yeah, we had to push it a lot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a better position. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on, Phil. Okay, on your count. 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, almost. Okay, a little more.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, I'm sitting on the bracket. We just have to
bend this.
I need to bring this whole beam over this way.
Yes. So I need to come down a little
I
bit.
need you to help me move the beam towards.
Jason's left.
Yes, thank you.
There you go.
More center?
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, try not to scratch the beam up. Pull this back a little. Okay, there you go. All right, guys, so, you know, we got the middle beam up, but now we're taking it back down because I have to make a special cut to it because we have drainage. It's not pocketing properly up against the house. So we're gonna bring the beam back down so I can cut it, and then we will get it back up. And then tomorrow we'll continue on with that. Thank you very much for watching.
Yeah.
If you like what you saw, please click subscribe.
Good.
Yeah.
Also hit that bell notification, bell icon on top to receive notifications when we put out new content. Thank you very much and have a great day.
Yeah.